Hi, this is Cory Ringdahl for Red Carpet Report. Today we are at the premiere of Pennyworth, DC's Pennyworth on Epix. It is a show about a butler before he was a butler. There's a time in every butler's life when he chooses to be a butler, and this is before that time. Hello, Ben Aldridge, Cory. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Corey.
I'm just going to pass this back and forth. It's basically badminton.
Yeah, little tennis match.
Yeah, fantastic. So, have you ever been a Batman's dad before?
I haven't ever been a Batman's dad before. No, that's the answer to that.
Wow, there's a first time for everything.
There is. Hashtag Bat Daddy.
Bat Daddy?
Bat Daddy, yeah.
You're going to get that trending?
I'm trying to get it trending.
We're going to help you get that trending.
Okay, good, thank you. I'm glad you're on board.
Absolutely. How much prep work did you do for the role of Thomas Wayne?
So I, as a jumping off point, looked at the existing depictions of him, whether it was in the comic books or in existing films. That's where I started. And actually, there isn't that much to go on because we just see him die all the time, repeatedly, in varying styles, all visually amazing. But we don't know that much about him. I guess there are tidbits from Alfred. He hands down to Bruce about who his father was in the comic books, and he's kind of very moral and philanthropic and an upstanding citizen of Gotham. And so we know where he ends up, but we don't know where he starts. And that's been the interesting thing about this job, is filling in those blanks. And there haven't been wild guesses. I think Bruno's thought very creatively and imaginatively about how he ends up there. So he starts in our piece, yes, he's principled and he's ultimately good, but he finds himself in some quite morally compromising situations, and he's working quite an underground, covert world, which I wouldn't necessarily expect, or you wouldn't expect him to be wrapped up in. And I guess the other starting point was in my audition, so my recall before getting it with Bruno and Danny, the show creators. They started talking about Cary Grant, which of course excited me and scared me a little bit because obviously he was a mega movie star, but they wanted him to have the look and feel of Cary a little bit, and they wanted him certainly to feel like a 1950s movie star in 1960s London. So that was kind of really joyful and exciting to go back and, I had not to go back to watch for the first time films like North by Northwest, and he's got a whole back catalogue of great stuff to look at, so that was fun, yeah.
Absolutely. What a great answer to that question. One final thing. I was going to ask a really great... No, there it was, yes. So I just watched that first episode, and obviously you're not American by birth or nationality.
You can tell, yeah, that's right, yeah.
What sort of training or practice or back or maybe dialect coach now did you do to get that American accent down?
So I've played a few Americans, so I felt confident enough with that. But yeah, I guess just having that kind of talkies element to it. I think it's quite period specific, and they didn't talk like they do now, or particularly those guys in those films. Like, listen to Katharine Hepburn, her voice was crazy. You wouldn't believe that someone sounded like that. And Cary Grant had his own patter as well. I haven't copied that, but I think I've tried to do something similar in like the speed and the rhythm of the way they spoke then. So yeah, I don't think it's an American accent that necessarily would fit now in 2019, but hopefully
it's more of a cinematic accent, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was the idea. Yeah. Cinematic accent. Thank you. I'll be saying that in my answers from now on.
So I'll trade you a hashtag
Great.
for a name.
For a name. Yes, got it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Cheers.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Red Carpet Report for Pennyworth, DC's Pennyworth. Give us a like, a comment, a subscribe. Leave us a comment on who your favorite Batman villain is and who your favorite weird Grant Morrison Batman is. And you really only have one choice. It is Batman Zenora. Zenora. A lot of apostrophes.